Hello everyone, and welcome to Wordy Story. Today, we have a truly heartwarming tale about love, sacrifice, and the profound wisdom of our elders. Through this story, we will discover how our actions truly define us, and why respecting the experience of others can shape a better world for everyone. And as we listen, we'll also pick up some new words and learn how to use them. So, stick with us until the end and let this inspiring narrative unfold. Once upon a time, in a remote village, lived a poor young man named Isha. He shared a small house on a mountainside with his elderly mother. They survived by working their small plot of land. Life was hard, but it was peaceful, and they found joy in each other's company. However, their serene life was soon overshadowed by a dark decree. The emperor, a cruel and unkind ruler, announced that all elderly people in his kingdom would be sentenced to death. He believed they contributed nothing and were merely a burden. Fear and sorrow spread across the land, but no one dared to speak against the emperor's orders. Ishamu was devastated. His mother was his world, his guiding light who had supported him through thick and thin. Torn between his love for her and the emperor's brutal edict, Ishamu faced an impossible choice. But his heart had already decided. He could not betray his mother, no matter the consequences. Her life meant more to him than his allegiance to a merciless emperor. The next morning, before the emperor's soldiers could arrive, Ishamu decided to take his mother deep into the mountains. He remembered a long-abandoned hut he'd once seen during his travels. It was far from ideal, but it was their only hope. Carrying his frail mother on his back, Ishamu climbed the steep and rugged mountain path. The journey was exhausting, but he was determined to protect her. Unknown to him, his mother was quietly breaking off small tree branches and dropping them along the way. She feared her son might lose his way back home. When they finally reached the hut at dusk, Ishamu made a resting place for his mother with leaves. As he bid her goodbye, tears welled in her eyes. In a trembling voice, she said, "Follow the branches I left behind to find your way back safely." Ishamu looked down and saw his mother's hands, scratched and bruised from breaking the branches. Despite her own suffering, her love for him had never wavered. Overwhelmed, he broke down in tears. Leaving her was the hardest thing he had ever done. Every day Ishamu climbed the mountain to bring his mother food and supplies, all while continuing his farm work. He did this tirelessly, risking everything to care for her. One day, the emperor issued a bizarre new decree. His subjects must make a rope out of ashes, a task that seemed utterly impossible. Despair swept through the community. Ishamu shared this challenge with his mother during one of his visits. After pondering for a moment, she said, "Make a rope out of straw first. Then, lay it on a flat stone and burn it slowly on a windless night. The straw will burn away, but the ashes will retain the shape of the rope." Following her instructions, Ishamu created a perfect ash rope and presented it to the emperor's soldiers. News of his success reached the emperor, who summoned Ishamu to his court. "How did you achieve this impossible task?" the emperor demanded. Caught in the moment, Ishamu confessed to the truth. He revealed that his elderly mother had provided the wisdom, and that he had hidden her away, expecting punishment. Ishamu bowed his head. But instead of anger, the emperor was moved. "Ishamu," he said, "your love for your mother surpasses even your fear of me. I once thought the elderly were a burden, but today I see how much we can learn from their wisdom. Those who care for their parents are the true treasures of my kingdom." With this newfound insight, the emperor abolished his cruel decrees and pledged to govern with compassion and respect. He introduced policies to honor and support the elderly, recognizing their invaluable contributions. Today, we learned new words and sentences through this story. Remember, learning can be fun when you practice regularly. So, keep listening, learning, and growing. Make sure to like, comment, and share how this story inspired you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story where we'll continue learning together.